In my car, there's a nifty little gauge shaped like a bullseye called a G meter. It's a fancy way of showing, based on the movement of the vehicle, in which direction gravitational force is being applied to my body. For example, when I accelerate, naturally I feel gravitational force pulling my body toward the rear of the vehicle. There is a little dot that moves on the bullseye in the direction I probably feel pulled. However, when I drive at a consistent speed, the little dot sits at the center of the bullseye. This suggests I'm not feeling an unbalanced gravitational pull in any one direction. A similar meter could depict our leanings or pullings in theology. Good theology sits at the center of a bullseye with different objectives in each direction. Though there may be higher priorities, for example, biblically grounded, and lower priorities, for example, socially aware, these all being in proper proportion contribute to how healing or destructive a theology may be. Our theology begins to hurt when it pulls too much in one direction at a cost to other priorities. More committed to systems than people. Theology can hurt when it is more committed to systems and language than people and their contexts. When our theology is more committed to being a perfectly coherent system, it can disregard the basic realities of human relationships and dynamics. It is not that we must discard our commitment to a coherent theology. Rather, we must recognize that a truly systematic theology incorporates biblical, philosophical, scientific, and historical knowledge, along with knowledge about human relationships, emotions, and forms of human brokenness beyond willful disobedience to God. For example, mental health disorders, trauma, etc. A robust systematic theology cannot be complete when it predetermines what systems of knowledge to exclude before it has begun. At the same time, a theology can be so sensitive to emotional needs that it is reluctant to insert the theological scalpel necessary to bring real therapeutic relief. In such instances, there is a pain required in the healing process. It is necessary to extract such cancers as pride, self-reliance, or even people-pleasing and codependence. The real power of the G-meter analogy is that it captures the fact that we can often feel how a theology hurts before we know how to put it into words.